Hey, it's Mikey.
It's Wire.
And we're going to do a commentary on the Rockin with Judy Jetson review.
That we are.
Yep. So
this is my intro.
Play.
It was like one of the first things I made for the show. I was still learning Flash at the time.
It came out good.
Hello.
I had to recreate this on my own because I don't know how yours works.
Here's another episode of The Idiot's Lantern. The Jetsons! Do they really need an introduction?
Took us like 5 takes to get that part. Just
Right.
that part.
Well,
Because there's like 2 of them where you can see my shadow.
All that trouble of absolutely not introducing anything.
Hello.
And why are you always in black and white anyway?
There's 2 takes where you jump out of your chair from me.
yes.
And this I did specifically because I didn't want to have to do this the entire time.
Right.
So,
How did you get here? I stayed tuned.
that one was hers.
Really? How'd you get in here? I requested a channel for my cable satellite provider.
And that one was mine.
Yes.
Oh hey, the Jetsons. Love this show growing up. Hey, while I'm here, you want to review the Jetsons movie?
No. Sorry. You see, I took an oath that I never review a movie, so, I'd like to help you, but I just can't.
How about the other Jetsons movie? It was made for TV.
And it's a musical. I have the goofiest expression when I say that.
What?
Back in the 80s, Hanna-Barbera released 10 TV movies based
And
on
all these,
animated
I own
programs.
them.
The Jetsons were involved in
What is it with you and Hanna-Barbera?
The Flintstones and
Well, it's more of I just didn't want to go download it, so I just went out and bought the DVD versions and just put it in.
On one condition. Tell me how you got in here.
I needed to remember my line.
I'm having your way. Play it. We open with.
This song showed up again in the...
I showed her the crossover with the Flintstones, and for some reason I don't know why this song appears in it.
Not even 20 seconds in, and it's already as 80s as Jen.
That is exactly what she said to me when I first showed her that.
With Judy daydreaming and Claire.
Yes.
Again.
Later, Judy and her friends are hanging out at the Crater Club, a malt shop, show, place, club type of thing.
Those are. I don't think I ever bothered to actually give them names until like towards the end. That's Ram and Mickey.
Right.
And I think it was your idea to just take all your lines and make them 80s styled. Three, 2, 1.
Oh my god. She's wearing a headband. We didn't mention that at the time. That character in the headband. Because nothing's as futuristic as headbands.
She is totally gonna save the world.
In the extended version, that takes you out. Oh my god, it's tubular.
This lady has some serious problems. Maybe she's just chill and put on some music.
The person who says it originally for that is the other moronic minion.
Right. This lady's like the least imposing villain ever. Seems to me like if you...
That apparently must happen quite a lot if he keeps those around.
Yep.
You were getting annoyed with me for this.
This is still a stupid plan, by the way. This is like...
Yes, let's create a mind control device so I don't have to hear music.
The villain of this movie.
Which, if you think about it...
She has a mind control device!
Conquering mind control device.
Which, by all accounts, music can be considered pretty much any kind of sound to a person. So, by all accounts, everything is
Not to
music.
enslave the innocent or be worshipped as a goddess or take over the world or anything. She was going to use it to eliminate music.
Uh-huh.
I look like I'm about to pass out at this point.
Well, you had been up for like what, 30 hours straight by that point? I mean, you were.
I had my flight. We filmed this the same day I flew in. We started at midnight her time, which was 3 a.m. for me,
Right.
and ended at 5 a.m. my time.
Right, and poor Charlie, we kept.
And he was
asleep
in the
other
in the
room.
next room listening to us, and he was. I'm surprised he was able to get any sleep.
No way that this evil plan could possibly fail.
Oh well, let's check in on Judy's quest for Sky Rocker.
The original script I wrote, The Skyrocker, and I realized, wait, that sounds moronic. Her mouth's not really moving during that. I didn't actually include a lot of the songs that are in this movie. I cut down to the ones that were actually somewhat important to the plot.
Which, believe it or not, that song was actually important to the plot.
How did you get in here again?
I waited until midnight and my TV turned into a magical portal.
How did you get in here? As running gags go.
In retrospect, we did that too many times.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't realize how many times we did it until I was starting editing how this is known already.
Crazy diamonds.
And now we have the great conflict of getting the parents' permission.
For the Sky Rocker concert tonight.
Don't tell me the concert's on Mars and you want to blend in with the locals.
Oh, Daddy, the concert's right here in town, and this is what all the kids are wearing.
Yay for future past fashions.
Thankfully, Jane, loving mother that she is.
Here in
Mrs.
town,
George let her know.
the world of the Jetsons is not very well established. It actually probably wouldn't be a very fun place to live.
This one's not actually important to the plot, I just felt like including it.
So in the future, Rockabilly comes back.
Again.
Do you forget this movie was made in the 80s? Because here's the 80s. Here is all the 80s you can handle.
And now I've got a brand new number.
This one, however, is important to the plot, and it's the central point of this movie.
Yeah, it's a funny thing.
Yeah, someone did have to write this song at some point.
It is very, like, Lady Gaga, and I did not appreciate...
From Lady Gaga's made-up crazy language, rah-rah, ooh-la-la, want your bad romance.
What are you talking about? This song is so awesome that
I am
before
saying
the
this
concert
part
even
sarcastically.
ends, and despite the fact that there isn't an official recording, it's an intergalactic hit.
I
Well,
wonder
yeah,
if the
that
funky
shouldn't happen.
lady's going to be mad.
I don't know. Somebody set the code to music. You said the N-word.
I think they just reused the same animation for that part.
You can feel the apathy dripping off of every frame.
How would they know? Really, how would they know? How do they know that this pop song is a code for finding a rare element that only exists at one spot in the entire galaxy? And how are you here?
You'd be surprised what sticking guns to the back of the TV does.
Reference to the Justice League TV
Filoni
movie.
commands Tweedledum and Tweedledimmer to kidnap Judy and Sky. You know, I wonder what Rocker Boy's up to during this anyway.
This part was probably the most annoying to edit because I had to include so much stuff because otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Right.
We want Judy Jetson's autograph.
How did you get that picture of her so fast?
He's not here. Look, come on, King. Let's try down the hall.
Crazy fans.
Jump in, Jupiter.
So it's a future where songwriters are enormous stars.
In between these two and that Future Fans, there's a whole news troupe that comes in, which I just had to cut out because it was going to make the segment too long already.
Looking for Judy Jetson? Why, yes.
We could take you to her.
Hey, you know where she is?
Of course we do.
Now, the logical response would be, how do they know Judy? Good thing nobody cares about logic in this movie.
I think I actually did want you to say that line in retrospect. Because it sounds a little out of character compared to everything else I say.
You know, this is still a really bad movie.
And I enjoy it anyway.
Oh.
You just witnessed the kidnapping of a celebrity and decided not to report it. Who knew that Rockin with Judy Jetson?
I really am looking like I'm about to pass out.
You are.
Meanwhile, Judy is stopped back at the Critter Club where she's now famous and requested to play the song she didn't write and doesn't know the words to. So naturally, she does.
And she plays it perfectly, too.
No, 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 no. We are not listening to that again.
Fine, let's check in on George.
This is the other part that was annoying to me a bit, because we have to find out if George now finds out if Judy Jetson's playing this concert and now world galactic famous, and he has to go, and we have to explain why he's suddenly wearing 80s future clothing. I probably just could have voiced over it saying this is what happened, but instead I just let it play.
Oh, and I hope nobody likes Jane Jetson, because she does nothing in this movie.
That is basically the last time you see her for this film, as far as I remember, until the end.
Quark and Quasar arrive at the Critter Club to kidnap Judy, and during this entire sequence you can tell how much the animators cared because the teleporter device they use changes several times.
So after the chase scene at the restaurant, we get like a chase
Or the
scene
device
outdoors,
does change again.
and it's like
It really
such
does
a
change from
radical
scene to
chase
scene.
Yeah.
That Judy and her friends,
Dig my Valley Girl accent.
and George and Elroy and
It's
Astro
fun.
are there for
It's
some
amusing.
reason, and they're all like chasing each other around like totally rad.
And then the police get involved, and George and Judy's guy friends get arrested while she and her band get kidnapped by someone other than our bumbling duo. These are the Zoomies. Rock on, dude.
That is probably the dumbest thing I've said in this video.
I got on a plane to Los Angeles and then I drove to your house.
It's the honest answer.
Moving on.
The Zoomies basically give Judy and her friends a recap of the movie so far and take them to their planet. But they dance, have a party, and then get attacked by funky lady soldiers who are stealing something. I wonder what she's up to anyway.
Are you sure the truth beam is working?
Yes, Your Highness.
Where did you get the words to that song?
From Judy Jetson.
I didn't include this for the editing part, but when Judy gets kidnapped later on, she's sent in the same room where Sky is, and he's still in the truth beam. So she's like, I gotta figure out how to get him out. So she just unplugs it,
Isn't funny? Just keep repeating it over
and that
over again.
really
I'm sure
works.
somebody will laugh eventually.
Commander Contact calls in to report.
You know, in retrospect, she probably should have sent him a picture of what the Mega Gamma 12 does look like then.
That's not the message I sent. This is
What? Why didn't you just send him the message that way to begin with? Why do you have it hand delivered by those two idiots?
Some jerk is here while we're doing our commentary.
Oh, hello. Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
we're
Commentary.
recording- Yes, we're doing a commentary on this track, on this episode.
You know, I'm surprised just how prescient the Jetsons wound up being. Like those beams that take you into spaceships and all the music, you know.
Yeah, the weird looking instruments.
Mhm.
The way everything is oblong or
I'm
slanted.
and I'm so glad this film finally brought attention to the epidemic, which still rages, of people who react to the word music by bouncing off things and screaming a lot.
I'll say this part here is probably my favorite joke from this video. From the actual movie, I mean.
Yeah.
Just because it's so absurd, the film.
did you get here, Mike? I'm serious. How did you get here in my stepdad's house for this commentary? Because I don't recall letting you in. I don't even recall inviting you.
Oh wow.
I don't even recall meeting you ever in life. I mean, what's...
This is life with, like, Mikey. He just appears. He is a fact of the universe.
Worst Michael J. Fox movie ever.
Weights are stuck at.
Appears?
No, Life with Mikey.
That's a movie?
So those things, I think they're called Hanna-Barbarons.
Hanna-Barbarians.
Hanna-Barbarians, yes. They're just random things that are flat and...
And of course they
can
float
fly.
so that
they can
don't.
float, which you'd think would get him out of a lot of predicaments, but no.
No, they still.
No.
When the directions finally decoded, she goes and steals the power.
You know, this is how techno music was invented, because people didn't want real music because it made them bounce off the walls, so they just invented techno.
Dubstep solves
Yep.
everything.
But then that developed some copyright. Oh, you're filming this as well.
Yeah, this is the commentary.
Hello.
You
Now, this part
intergalactic
here-
galoot.
This part here where he reveals he's secretly on their side, this was the only thing I remembered from this movie prior to rewatching it again for this
Right,
video.
even though there's absolutely no setup for this, we don't know why he's suddenly on their side. We don't know.
Okay, there's plot holes
And
and
there's-
then there's plot craters. And that was a plot crater big enough to have killed the dinosaurs.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, I had to
Making
move
these
for that
media
one.
for over 50 years. The dynamic duo of Dorothy
Yeah, that was
Poor Dino got crushed by that plot crater.
my
That's how Mel Blanc died, you know.
he was hit by a plot.
Yeah.
Hit by a plot meteor.
Well, his character was, and the impact was so great that even he had to fall over dead. He didn't have to, but he felt like it.
Right.
He was depressed in those later years.
And-
Or maybe not. I'm completely
and-
making up things about Mel Blanc.
And he was in a coma for a long time. And people would write him get well letters, and they'd just be addressed to Bugs Bunny, Hollywood, California, and they'd find their way to Mel Blanc's.
Well, that's why they had to do all those Roadrunner cartoons.
Right.
Because it's like, you know, well, Mel Blanc's in this coma. Oh, let's bring back these characters and that don't talk and let them do the same things every time.
Just need
Well,
them. Meet.
distracting his
Yep.
image for once.
Which Mel Blanc didn't even do, if I
Oh my goodness. The animation in this, her arms just shrank to like this long.
And they were
We're watching this on a thing called a laptop, just so you know.
Yeah, it's not actually on our laps though.
No.
It's on the coffee table. But a coffee tabletop, I guess, is another kind of thing.
You know, if you put a laptop on a desk, does that automatically make it a desktop?
I don't know.
Look into that.
Maybe I
So that thing is a monkey Wookiee thing, and that woman has a big nose because
No. That's right. They're saving the universe with the power of rock.
woo!
And by rock, we mean cheesy 80s guitar
We
rock.
are here to change
the world.
music. Woo!
She's about to do that again. The song part there actually goes for like 2 minutes, but I just cut it down to the end.
Yeah. So does she explode now, or what?
No, she
When
just
a-
jumps around inside the
When an
cage.
intergalactic evil villain, make sure you select gloves the exact same color as your tongue. Because that's extra dope duper evil. And remember to trim your nose hair.
Well, what'd you think, Wire? I think
Yeah, what did you think, Wire?
weaponized 80s kitsch, then that
She hated this.
would probably wipe out civilization. As for the plot, the characters, the story, the music, the general premise, I mean, I
You wrote this part right there while
what
you
I
filmed
thought
this.
of it, but doing so would probably cost me so much sanity that I'd have to go sit in a corner and drool on myself for a few decades, and you know, I just don't have that kind of time right now.
Aren't these commentaries fascinating?
Yeah.
We are very...
A thrill a minute.
Yep.
The movie is very ridiculous.
And
Yeah.
I'm not joking, I do actually like this movie. It's a bad movie, I'm not even gonna joke. I like it. And yes, there's an animation error in the first minute.
I still find it charming.
It's the Jemsons, basically.
Yeah. It was probably made specifically because Jem was popular.
Mm-hmm.
They even put the same, like, doodle on her face.
Okay.
But Judy Jetson was only partially outrageous.
He
That's-
walked right into
That's
the
an
closet.
attic. I'm just standing right there after that.
Yeah, that door is to...
Did you ever come out of that closet?
Well, we have to do that scene several times, so
Now these are what are called credits in the Reviewerverse community, and
Right,
Title
and he's
card
playing
by
the song again.
Haley, thank you, Haley.
Haley did a very good title card.
thank you, Haley.
All those clips, I used about 5
Yeah,
seconds
it's
of each.
Lantern, intro and animations, I did those.
Alright, so
Oi!
so that's Rockin' with Judy Jetson, the review we filmed 2 months ago and got released like 2 weeks ago from when we're filming this. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye!
I'm here for some reason.